Imagine a million Earths and a gateway between them. Imagine 4 travelers stepping through and never finding their way back home. The same Earth, a different dimension. They call themselves Sliders.
Things might get a little weird.
Who are you? Where do you come from?
We came from Earth. Not this Earth, but a parallel Earth.
Chromag's looking for this.
Maybe we can't save your world.
I have a brother.
Once people, I can tell you, we are going home. Hi, I'm Jerry O'Connell, and I will be your host as we take a behind-the-scenes look at the Sci-Fi Channel's original production, Sliders. Now that we're finally home on the Sci-Fi Channel, Sliders is going to have the opportunity to make this series truly remarkable.
I'm not from this world, Remy. I'm from a parallel Earth. My birth parents were Sliders. Stay with me, man. Things might get a little weird.
I think you have to approach science fiction with either one of 2 things, humor or fear.
You gotta move your truck! Sanitation!
Move on!
So you get that adventure, you get the drama, you get the lightheartedness. All of it is wrapped up into this one piece of show.
Sliders explores the complex theory of space and time.
Sliding is loosely based on theories in physics. I mean, I'm not a physicist, but I know it is a concept that Hawkins has been toying with for years.
Why does everybody always expect me to have all the answers? Because you usually do.
Boy genius Quinn Mallory discovers the key to alternate dimensional travel.
Okay, all systems look nominal.
He'll have to depend on a trusted team to help him find his way back to home Earth.
I have put my life in your hands more than once. I'm betting on you, same as always.
I pray to God you're right.
It's a human story about a bunch of people trying to overcome obstacles and get home.
So I'm suggesting a truce, and we might all get out of here.
To the home world?
I can't say that. An alternate Earth, perhaps.
Character-driven shows, I think, are much stronger, much deeper. And with television, I think that's the formula. I think if you have character-driven shows, the audiences tune in more.
That machine is going to open a portal that will take us to another dimension. In here, we have to go. All of us, or we'll be stuck here for a long time.
Each week, we travel to the same time and place, but an entirely different dimension. So having the world's largest production facility at Universal Studios, we're really able to create the worlds that the Sliders go to.
Bon voyage.
The whole notion of parallel universes, of alternate dimensions, is a subject that's been explored in written science fiction in books and short stories before, but never in a weekly series.
Ma! My God, it's you.
Week after week, the Sci-Fi Channel's original production of Sliders will follow the adventures of these travelers. They'll encounter new worlds, a brutal enemy, and test the bonds of their friendship.
Stay tuned for more of the making of Sliders, only on the Sci-Fi Channel. Hi, I'm Jerry O'Connell. Welcome back to the Sci-Fi Channel's special presentation of the making of Sliders.
Chromag's.
My God, what are those things?
My worst nightmare. And soon to be yours.
In the spirit of classic science fiction, our heroes will risk everything to defeat a differently evolved race intent on the annihilation of the human species.
On most of the worlds that we conquer, the inhabitants offer only minor resistance. Their primitive weapons are no match for ours. These humans, however, we killed millions, but they wouldn't yield. The war dragged on for 2 years. And even though they must have known the battle was lost, they didn't stop. Chemical agents, biotoxins, atomic weapons.
The Chromags have conquered countless parallel Earths, and our team of 4 fearless fighters will chase them through infinite dimensions until they're stopped for good.
It's all gone now. My mother, family. These mag devils, they have destroyed our world.
When you think about what these people do, if they were real, they would probably be very lonely and tormented people. They're literally homeless. They have no control over where they go or how long they stay there. They're running for their lives.
They're watching us.
My character, Quinn Mallory, is a physics genius. I invented a device that allows us to pass through a vortex into parallel worlds. He sort of feels very responsible for this whole sliding thing because he's dragged all of these other characters, his brother Colin, Maggie, Rembrandt, into this whirlwind tour.
Maggie Beckett is tough and strong.
Finished? You are now.
Hurry up. She's got to be a well-rounded person, not just strictly alone, this tough broad, you know.
Look, I may be new here, but I've seen enough bad CEOs in my day to recognize the breed. And you, someone who's helped you, has just been hung out to dry. How does that make you feel? Maybe she has a point, Tina. Maybe we out. No! All right.
We had brought Kari Wurr on toward the end of last season to bring a little conflict into the group.
Since when have you become my chaperone?
Why take the risk? The Chromags laid a hand on you,
Quinn, I didn't know you cared.
Sci-fi always portrayed the men as the dominant force. But then there was Emma Peel. Oh, she was sexy and had it going on. And I wanted to add a little Emma Peel to Maggie this season.
Looking for this. Where are the others?
In the Sci-Fi Channel's new Slider series, our characters even get to explore their own inner dimensions.
And what's your job on the team?
I'm a singer. And into my mind.
Here you have R&B singer Rembrandt Brown, who's thrown into a situation he has no idea what to do, how to relate when you're dealing with scientific issues.
To do what we do, you have to have an understanding of subatomic particles moving from one place within an atom to another without going through the space in between.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, and I seem to slide just fine.
Me too.
The curse is, of course, is that a lot of smart people watch the show, and they go, that would never happen. Einstein's theory prohibits this. You have to have at least some basic knowledge of how things work. And to make the show fun for us to write, you need to do a little bit of research and kind of know what's going on and read what the latest breakthroughs in physics are, not only because it sort of makes things on the show seem much more realistic to be able to use that jargon and that terminology, but it generates ideas.
This won't work. Sure it will. Just your EM detector, do a minute pulse to match their quantum signatures. How could you possibly know that that's the right frequency? Maggie told me.
What?
Yeah, when you saw your double in the ice machine, the cold temperature was to slow the molecular activity enough for her to materialize. So now I've adjusted the molecular resonance to simulate freezing temperatures. One jolt should be enough to reopen the vortex and knock them all loose. But you do not know that. You could destroy the vortex completely.
What choice do we have?
We wanted to advance the mythology of sliders. So this year, Bill Dial and Mark Dodson-Cree and Chris Black and I all came up with this parallel world for Jerry to have actually grown up on.
I have a brother.
Brother? Since when?
And both he and his brother were given up in the face of a coming civil war on their own world.
In that world, I'm a scientist, and you see in the first one I come in the hang glider. So I'm a scientist like my brother in the show, but I come from a world that there's no technology.